Uh, Sleeping? Playing? Plotting our downfall? I don't know. She's in a crib and she's been suspiciously quiet.
Good, that's good.
And you're not listening to a word I'm saying. How's the story coming?
Don't ask.
Alright. So when can I read it?
Don't ask.
Alright then.
Hey, is there anything you want me to bring back this time?
Do we have to talk about that right now? Hey, what are you doing out of your crib? How did you pull that off? Let's get you back safe and sound.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
I don't like it when you leave.
I worry when you leave.
I thought the whole point of building this house was so that you wouldn't have to worry so much anymore.
Oh, I'll always worry. But I'll always come back to you. This is our anchor. In time and space. In all worlds. Past, present, and future.
You're starting to sound like a real estate agent.
Recently renovated, low interest rates, unbound from space and time, never twice the same neighborhood, comes with one beautiful baby girl and a sexy willing wife.
Sexy, but not always so willing.
Just focus on the speed, dear.
You better let me read what you've written afterwards.
Not a chance, now shush.
Are you out again? You're a clever one, you are. Now be a good girl and stay put. I don't freaking believe it. Just try and stay put, okay?
See.
Hey, Saga. Are you up and about? Does Papa know you're here? I don't think Papa knows. Don't worry. It'll be our little secret. Hey, baby, Mama's working. Give me a minute. 1 second, Saga. I'm just finishing this one sentence. Almost. There. Right. What do you want? Did you want something? What is it, Saga? The door? You want me to open the door for you? I can do that. There you go. Now, don't go into the fireplace again and get ashes all over the place, okay? Where was I?
Hello, Saga. You're growing so fast, little one. Soon you will talk and remember and see with other eyes. Eyes that can no longer see me. There's so much of me in you, sister-daughter. I know you cannot understand me now, but I want you to know that I will watch you and protect you. Over time, our link will weaken, and you will be blind to me. But I will still be right here. Tomorrow, in 10 years, for as long as you live. And at the end, my sister, my daughter, we will reunite. The circle will be complete. The worlds rejoined, balance restored. The stories we will tell each other. I'll see you soon, my little Saga. May the balance be with you always.
Who are you talking to, Saga? What's all the babbling about?
Is she in there? How in the stars did she get out?
Magic, honey. It sounded like she was talking to someone.
Hey, how did you get out, baby girl? Did you sprout wings and fly?
There's someone else in the house, Magnus. I can feel it.
I don't feel anything. Don't worry, Etta. No one but us could ever get inside. It's impossible.
I hope you're right. I could have sworn there was somebody. Oh, Papa's not the only one making stew.
Hush, baby, hush. Rest your head on your pillow, little one. You'll be home with Amara soon. I've missed you, my child. I've missed you here, in the deep, in the dark, in the cold. Come to me, my sweet little Kian. Come home.
How is he, Naane? Will he live?
Your magic brought him back from the darkness. My magic helped him stay. But the fight is his alone now. He must choose to live. Hush, Kian, hush. Rest your head on the pillow. You will soon be home. In the deep, in the dark, in the...
Why do we keep him alive? He's the enemy. The fever ate him up.
No, Liko. We brought him here for a reason. We need him alive.
You freed me, Kian Alvane. Don't blame yourself for my death. This is what I wanted. To be free. To be reborn.
When I do kill you, you will feel every twist of my blade as your life drains away. Your pain and shame and dishonor will serve as my vengeance. And I will be there to witness your soul departing for the nether realms, for the shadow in that deep, dark, cold water. They can only protect you for so long, Apostle. In the end, you will have to face your sins, and you will pay for them.
Sleep, my child. Sleep. And never wake up. We're waiting for you. All of us. We're waiting in the deep, in the dark. Join us here. There's nothing for you out there. You belong here with Amar in the deep, dark, cold. Forever and ever.
I must go. He'll wake soon. Make sure he drinks water and eats. He will recover. The only wounds I cannot heal are on the inside. He must heal those himself.
Wake up, Kian. Wake up. Wake up!
Where in Shadow's name am I?
I don't know why they didn't just kill him when they had... Chance. After all, he's our enemy. He murdered Raven.
I hear he just... Shit, he's here. What if he heard what... Shh!
They're
I'm
waiting
glad
for
to...
you
Shepard
out
is
in the main
waiting...
hall.
I'm glad to see you. Shepard is waiting for you
Is
in
it
the
true
main
that
hall.
Captain Bakim sacrificed his... Is it true that Captain Bakim sacrificed his life to free you from Friar's Keep? He was a good man. How do we know we can
I'm
trust
glad to
you?
see you up and about.
You're still Azadi.
More
Nothing
scouting
will
on
ever
the fleet
change
than
that.
taking you. I won quite a few iron pieces, to be honest.
Is it... How do we know we can trust you? You're still Azadi. Nothing will ever change that. Is it true? How do we know we can trust you? You're still Azadi. Nothing will ever change that.
That one looks better dressed than most of the other rebels. He doesn't quite fit in.
A traitor is back on his feet. Praise the balance.
How are your wounds?
There's still pain, but I won't admit to weakness in front of these strangers. I won't answer their questions until I know who they are and what they want with... My wounds are not fully healed. They've dressed them and seen to me while I've been feverish. I'm in some pain, but my wounds are healing. What is this place?
Hoping to run back to your masters with the information and buy your life back?
Liko, you are in the Enclave, the ancient library of the Sentinel Order of the Balance in Marcuria. It serves as our base of operations.
Our?
The Resistance, Alvani. Those who have come together to fight the Azadi. Magicals, like her, and me.
I remember. The captain. The captain. The portal. Blood magic. The shadow has cursed me. The goddess will not touch me again, and will never walk the slopes of the first The captain. The captain.
Balsai Bakin laid down his life for yours, Kian.
Why?
Believe me, I've asked the same question. Why? Why lose a great man like Bakim over you? A butcher, an apostle, a fucking Azadi.
He insults my people. They have committed crimes, yes, but the responsibility lies with... We are not all the same, Dalmari.
Perhaps. But then my people all look the same to you, do they not? We're livestock.
I've turned my back on my people.
So you're also a traitor, Kian Alvani. We'll add it to your list of crimes.
I will not let anyone, least of all a Dalmari, speak to me in this way. What did you say?
You are a traitor. You have the blood of countless magicals on your hands, and it will never wash off.
What's to stop me from shedding your blood as well?
I'd like to see you try, Ghazi.
No one's trying anything. Liko, stand down. Kian, please understand the sacrifices that were made in order to bring you here.
I didn't ask for those sacrifices.
And yet, they were made. Kian, we chose you. We sent Captain Bakim to his death in exchange for your life. We need you.
As a symbol.
But also so much more. We need strength, we need leadership, we need hope. Our numbers are dwindling. Most Northlanders have come to terms with the Azadi occupation. Humans are turning their backs on the resistance and a blind eye to the genocide of magicals. We need someone to give us hope, so that we can fight back and win.
You're a tool, Apostle. A blunt weapon, nothing more.
We need your help, Kian. Will you join us?
Do I have a choice?
There is always choice. And for every choice, there are consequences.
You can't let me leave. If I refuse, you'll kill me.
We might kill you anyway. Just give me a reason.
We have sacrificed so much to bring you here. This is your chance for a new beginning, Kian. A new life, for the redemption I know you seek.
I can... What would you have me do?
You will go into the city tonight with Liko and Enu. They will give you instructions and they will keep an eye on you to make sure. To help, if needed.
I'll be watching from the shadows, Apostle. A poison arrow pointing straight to your chest.
You know our cause is true. You know that your people are in the wrong. Do this and begin your journey back to life.
I'm doing this for April Ryan. She was the one who made me question myself. My mission. My faith.
Fuck you, Ghazi. There is nothing you can do to repay that debt.
April is dead, Kian. Do this instead for all those who still live. Do this for the soul of your people. Do this for yourself. The boat will take you to Shady Quay in Old Town. I will let you know when things are ready.
After you're done with your mission, we'll meet up at Ulvik's Tavern. And if you don't show, we'll hunt you down and skin you like a rabbit.
You may find I'm not a rabbit.
Try me, please.
Liko, enough.
The Resistance. A year ago, I fought them. Today, I'm one of them.
Why would I be as obvious as turning the Sentinel? That's a fool's move. Hello. Hi. So, new guy, huh? I'm Enu. Actually, it's Enumar Sandhya, Twilight Child, daughter of Teomar, and my father would kill me if he knew I used just Enu instead of my full name like a proper Zid, but he's not around, so... Hey, I'm Enu. You're Kian.
I know I need to learn to speak with these people. With magicals. I just wish I didn't find her so distasteful. I can't not speak with these... I know I need to...
Okay, so Azadi, huh? That's nice. I've never been. Is it nice? I hear it's nice when they're not, waging war and murdering magicals.
Conquering. Murdering. This is all she knows of Azadir. Maybe that's not so surprising. How would someone who's not from there know the truth? These people only see the actions of a conquering army, led by criminals. It's my responsibility to ensure that our story... You think that's all we do?
Oh, no, obviously there's, things I don't know. We don't get to socialize with Azadi very often. The ones I meet wear armor and carry swords and shout a lot. Also, they kill Zid. So, maybe I'm biased? Anyway, I just wanted to, present myself for you. Introduce myself to you, not present myself. That's not appropriate, daughter of Teomar. Sorry, I'm screwing this up, aren't I?
She's trying too hard, and not succeeding. I don't know why she bothers. It's not like we'll ever see eye to eye or be friends. She's trying her best. Despite her prejudices, despite how the Azadi... You're doing fine. It's an honor to meet you, Enuma Sandhya, Twilight Child, daughter of Teomar.
Oh, wow. The same, Kian Alvane, apostle of the Azadi, son of,
It's just Kian now. You can call me Kian.
Okay. Kay. Can I call you Kay?
You can call me Kian.
Oh, yeah, that's much better. Kian. Welcome to the Resistance, Kian. Sorry about Liko. He has issues.
I will speak with him. In private.
Oh, okay. Private. Got it. Won't pry. I'm trying to cut back on the prying.
She's not too bad, this one. I find myself warming to her. I must prepare for tonight's mission.
Oh, yeah, sure, of course. I am keeping you from that, the preparing, which I should also do since, also going. Missioning.
We'll speak some other time, daughter of...
Just Enu, that whole daughter of blah blah thing, I try to avoid it here. Makes me look like I'm putting on airs. That's not me. I'm a farm girl, born and bred to be a farm wife and breed little zidlings. But yeah, no, that's not happening. So it's just Enu. Anyway, preparations must be made now. I'm sorry, this is way too much information. I was just gonna say hello and then blah, so, hello. And hey, good luck out there tonight. Well, I'm gonna be there with you, but anyway, there it is.
What are they playing?
Our water tanks are running dangerously low,
scruffy lot,
and
these
I
rebels.
smell no rain on the...
How can they really expect to win
Kian
against my people?
Alvane, soldier, apostle, assassin. I expected someone taller. Never you mind. Welcome to the movement for the liberation of Marcuria and the Northlands. Welcome to the bloody resistance. How's your back, eh?
The herbs helped.
Aye, she knows her stuff, our Zidmari medic, and she was concerned for you. Sat with you until your fever passed. Never left your side. I'd say she was sweet on you, but it wasn't even that. It was like she was paying back a debt. I'm the general, me. I run this place. You got a problem with logic, Sticks, you come to me. Your bunk ain't soft enough or hard enough, the general's your man. Not happy with your rations? Call on the general. Maybe that stuff ain't as important as intercepting communiques or assassinating Azadi, but this place don't run itself either. Got any questions, soldier?
I know nothing of this place. Where I'll be eating, sleeping. I think he's the right man to ask. What can you tell me about life here?
You have your bunk, your bread, your privy. Shepherd tells you what you need to do. Army life, sonny boy. There's not much more to it.
There's a room at my disposal.
Well, it ain't really your room, laddie. Only when you sleep, and when it's otherwise unoccupied. We operate on shifts, see, so when you're on assignment, someone else be using your bed. Don't worry, we make sure someone shakes the fleas out of the sheets and empties the chamber pot. It's all sanitary. Unless there's anything else, you may carry on. Oh, and laddie, make us proud now. You hear me?
So the Apostle has finally risen. A shame the fever didn't kill you. We'd all be better off. An even greater shame that a good man had to die for you to live.
No matter the circumstances, I will never let anyone speak to me in that way. He hates me. But why wouldn't he? His people has caused mine suffering and death, and we have returned the favor twofold. We will always be enemies. No matter the circumstances, I will never let anyone speak to me in that way. He hates me. But why wouldn't he? His people has caused mine suffering and death, and we have returned the favor twofold. We will always be enemies. Watch your tongue, Dalmari.
Oh, what apostle? Will you murder me, my family, my entire race? Of course, you are a Zadi. Genocide runs in your blood. Like you, I'm from the west, from the great continent we call Antigua Aba, land of the setting sun. The place your people call Mihadmir, and then Azadir, as though through occupation you came to possess it.
You are of the Azad Dalmari tribes.
I am of the Dol Antigua, the western Dalmari, first of my people. And yes, we have met before, Apostle Alvani.
He must be mistaken. I thought before that there was something familiar about him, but I've been trying to remember, and... We don't know each other.
You murdered my father in front of me. If it hadn't been for my mother holding me back, I would have torn your throat out, and then neither of us would be here today. We faced each other again years afterwards, but I'm sure you have no memory of that either. After all, what's another filthy magical? You made me who I am today, and someday soon, I will unmake you. But I swore to Shepherd that I'd set my private grievances aside. For now, unlike you, I keep my oaths. But if I ever suspect you plan to betray us like you betrayed your own, I will not hesitate. I will kill you. And once this war is over, we'll settle our accounts. You will pay for my father's death, my mother's grief, and my people's suffering. Mark my words, Butcher. Your days are counted.
Light of the Goddess.
You have recovered well, Kian. Your wounds were deep. You are strong.
You brought me back to life.
I saw you speaking with Liko.
I
Whatever you did, those many years ago, you did for reasons that neither he nor I can ever fully understand. You have started down a new path now, towards the redemption you seek.
I'm not sure Liko will ever see eye to eye with me on that.
His wounds are deeper than yours. He was a broken child, and he is a broken man. But he is also a great soldier, and he can be a great leader.
More than anything, he wants me dead. To find redemption, maybe I need to grant him that wish.
And throw everything away. Every sacrifice made to bring you here. That would be a worse crime. You have been born again, Kian. Make the most of this opportunity. Not everyone gets a chance at redemption, to undo the damage they have done and to shape their own future.
The captain said the same thing, only with different words.
Balsai he was a man who spoke his mind, and spoke freely. I never met anyone who cursed as colorfully as he did. It was truly a thing of beauty. But he too had a past that haunted him. He was a lot like you. With us, he was given a second chance, a rebirth, an opportunity for redemption to atone for his sins. And he did.
For the time being, I can do more here than I can anywhere else. I'm caught between worlds, part of neither. I don't belong here. I will try not to disappoint you.
I have faith.
Don't talk to me about faith, Shepard.
Faith is everything.
Faith can lead you astray.
Blind faith, yes. But faith can also lead you back to life. We will help you open your eyes. Kian, would you share your story with me? I have heard only fragments, rumors. I know there's more to it.
She saved me. Gave me a second chance at life. She has faith in me, even when I've abandoned all hope. If anyone deserves the whole story, it's her. Of course, Shepard. Before all this, I was the Apostle. Back home in Azadir, I was loved and feared. I laid waste to our enemies in the name of the goddess. A little over a year ago, I was summoned by the Six, our empresses. They commanded me to travel across the sea to the occupied territories of the Northlands. I was to find and kill the rebel leader known as the Scorpion. He had murdered many Trueborn, and he stood in the way of our mission. I had always been taught that magic was evil, an affront to the laws of nature and to the goddess. I'd been told that the magical races were dangerous and immoral. But when I arrived here in the Northlands and met the people of Marcuria, well, magicals were not the simple monsters of my childhood tales. Magic wasn't simply a tool for evildoers. It was a lot more complex. Then I met April Ryan, rebel leader. Of course, I didn't know it then. She was a stranger, our meeting accidental. But I know now that it was meant to happen. She was strong and honorable and good. She stood up to me. She questioned my beliefs, my faith, my mission. Her strength made me question everything. But I still went after the Scorpion and the Resistance, blindly, on faith. I finally tracked down the Scorpion. April Ryan. Infidel. Terrorist. Leader of the Resistance. Nothing made sense. But a choice had been made. The consequences were inevitable. My own people had me followed. My blind faith led them straight to her. To April. They killed her. Decimated the Resistance. Sentenced me to death. For a year I rotted away in Friar's Keep. I was already dead, a walking corpse. I had lost everything. I'd given up. But now I have the opportunity to redeem myself and my nation, to help rebuild the Resistance, to avenge April Ryan, and to bring justice to those I have hurt. For that I'm grateful.
Of course. Thank you. When you've spoken with the others and are ready to leave, come see me again.
Hoi, Alvane Dar.
It's an honor seeing your eyes.
If he has something to say to me, he will say it. Dar is an honorific in Azadir, and Hoy a common greeting. He must have had interactions with Azadi, or studied the language and culture. If he has something to say to me, he will say it.
I apologize if I didn't get the pronunciation right. I picked up some words and phrases over the years doing business with with the Azadi. Until my aunt's tavern was shut down and she was arrested. Until I learned what was really happening. You took part in that raid. At the Journeyman Inn. Benreem Salmin is my mother's sister. She raised me after my mother died. I took her surname. I'm Jakai. Jakai Salmin.
I was following orders when I arrested his aunt. But that doesn't absolve me of responsibility. Your aunt was harboring rebels. I was under orders to arrest her. I'm sorry for what happened to her. Your aunt is a strong and honorable woman.
Oh, I don't blame you, Dar. Neither does my aunt. In fact, it was her idea to break you out. She knows you'll be an asset to us. Unfortunately, when the warden of Friars Keep was killed, the City Watch decided to make an example of her. Head for a head, like, to show what'll happen if we put up a fight. But I'm sure we'll find a way to save her. She's been around forever. Survived worse than this. She won't be executed. I just know it. We'll get her out of Coldstone by any means necessary before it's too late. I'm sorry for carrying on, Dar.
Warden Murren got what he deserved, and I couldn't have known that my actions would lead to this. The Warden's blood is on my hands.
What do you mean?
I killed the Warden.
You? But they claimed... They said he was killed in the riot. My aunt's been sentenced to death for a murder that you committed? That's... He was a cruel man. A monster. He caused so much pain. He betrayed his own people. You were right to kill him. He deserved to die. You couldn't have known what his death would lead to, Dar. You're not responsible for the consequences, whatever they may be.
There's no need for Dar. Call me Kian.
Kian. Okay. I'm Jakai. I'm sorry. I already said that. You know, I only joined the Resistance less than a year ago. Before that, I was a businessman, and my customers were mostly Azadi.
He obviously wants to tell me his story.
It was good business. I profited from the occupation. I made a lot of money. It shames me to admit it now, but I actually believed in the Azadi. What they were saying made sense. Even the things they say about magicals. For a while, I blamed them for everything. I even went so far as to join the National Front for Faith and Family. Do you know who they are? Azadi collaborators. Anti-magical crusaders. Turncoats. I'm not proud of that.
This story seems important to him.
But then, when my aunt was detained and sentenced to 5 years in Cold Stone, it changed everything. Opened my eyes. I realized it wasn't the Magicals who were at fault. It was the Azadi. It was us. Those of us who didn't speak up or take action. Those of us who'd betrayed our own.
I think I've heard enough of it. I'm sorry, but I have to get ready for this evening's mission.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry for going on and on. I'm just so happy to have you here with us. I hope we can work together soon. You have my support, Alvani Dar. I mean, Kian, and good luck out there tonight. Kian, before you go, there's one last thing. If you hear any word of my aunt, of Benrime Salman, if there's any way to get her out of Cold Stone before, well, you know.
I will keep my eyes and ears open, Jakai. I promise.
Thank you. She's all the family I have in this world. I don't want to lose her. I know I said it's not your fault, and I mean that, but she was sentenced to death because of what you did to the warden. All I'm asking is for you to help, best as you can.
Shepard is waiting for you in the main hall.
Truth be told, the Resistance. A year ago, I fought them. Today, I'm one of them.
Are you ready, Kian?
I am.
Good. Liko and Enu are joining you. They will tell you what you need to do tonight.
How do they expect me to enter the city and not be recognized? How do you expect me to walk around unseen? Any Azadi will recognize me in an instant.
Of course. That's why our Zidmari sorceress made this, especially for you.
Magic.
There's no escaping it here. If you want to help us, I'm afraid you must drink it.
A Bakshivan masking potion.
Not quite, but a good guess. A masking potion would last for less than an hour. This is an Irhadian veil. It remains potent for days.
It makes all but the trained eye slide off you. Unless I speak to anyone, the guards won't. I'll be like a shadow to them. It's a very potent and very costly magic. Not easy to come by.
You know your potions?
When I trained to become an apostle, I was required to learn magic. Know your enemy.
I'm sure that will serve you well. Drink it before you step ashore, and the veil will conceal you. But be cautious still. Don't speak to any Azadi guards or sympathizers. Don't attract attention. And remember that those who know you intimately can always see through the veil. Liko and Enu are waiting for you down the stairs in the hidden harbor. But you can't go into Mercuria looking like that. You'll need to get dressed. I've left some clothes on your bed. I trust they will fit you well.
Best of luck on your mission. You couldn't ask for better companions than Liko and Enu.
Oh, hey.
She has fire.
Are you planning on going
And she's
just
a brave
like,
and intelligent
you know,
creature.
That...
Person.
Just checking because, well, I don't know if running around Marcuria half-naked counts as being inconspicuous, you know? They put out some clothes for you. Might be a good idea to get dressed before we leave, no?
I need to stop thinking of magicals as lesser beings.
Oh, still
The ones I've
seeing
met
a
here
lot
are
of,
just as worthy of my
naked
respect
man
and
flesh
admiration
there,
as any
Kian.
human.
Not complaining, but you may want to consider changing into something slightly less fleshy.
Oh, shit.
What do you think the Asadi are building? Those machines and metal tubes everywhere.
I hear it's some sort of weapon.
A little bird told me it's a new form of indoor plumbing. Apparently, you'll just be able to push a button to get rid of all your...
Oh, right, that must be it. We're risking our lives to learn more about Azadi plumbing. Until there are none of us left, until everyone else has stopped caring.
I don't know. But we can't just give up, right?
Do you get seasick?
What?
Oh, I just want to know if you're going to get all pukey on us, that's all.
I have been on a boat before.
Good. Then I don't mind sitting next to you.
We've wasted enough time. We need to leave. I'll tell you about the mission once we're on our way.
After you, Kian.
We need to split up. There's much to do, and we don't want to arouse suspicion.
Maybe some instructions first?
I'm hoping your memory is better than the Zid's, Apostle.
There's a traitor in their midst. I need to identify this person before he or she can cause more harm. I'll be looking for a turncoat in Old Town.
Right. Unfortunately, that's all we know. Someone in Old Town spying for the Azadi.
He
Or she.
probably frequents the magic ghetto, but she must be human, or they could not be working with the Azadi.
We also believe they attend National Front meetings. National Fronters are traitors, Azadi collaborators. Their leader, Honor Hilaris, holds regular secret meetings somewhere in the city. That's probably our best chance of identifying the traitor. Sneak into one of those meetings and identify our guy. Girl, woman, person?
I'll begin my investigations in the market. Where can I find this man they call the Mole?
Oh, it's not
The Mole's burrow is right here in Shady Quay, Kian.
Ah, right. Yes, Kian, you will find the Mole close by. He is close by, this man who is called the Mole. Who is a human man, obviously.
God save us from Zidlings and their lack of subtleties. The mole operates an underground supply network out of the Magic Ghetto. We need food, medicine, and arms. And so we need to maintain, good relations. Whatever the mole asks of you, do it. Without questions.
I'm ready.
You're on your own now. Anu and I have other assignments tonight. Once you've identified the turncoat, I'll meet you in the Magic Market. It's not far from here. Follow this street into Old Town.
Afterwards, we'll meet up at the Cock and Puss.
The Rooster and Kitten. It's a tavern on I Reed Avenue, right off the Southgate Market. Ulvik, the publican, is a friend of the Resistance.
I'm sure it's all very confusing right now, Kiam, but there are maps everywhere. You can't get lost. Well, you can probably get lost. Are you going to get lost?
I'll find my way, Anu.
Right, good luck, big guy. Guys, both of you...
Goddess, forgive me for this. That tastes pretty good, to be honest. Unless I make myself noticed, or meet someone who knows me well, I'll remain veiled. A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria.
My table's always open, day and night. Exotic oils, soothing salves, ointments.
Hey! Hey! Let go! Help!
Help! You tried to steal my purse!
So? You're a Zardi!
That's the worst excuse ever for stealing a purse. You could get your arm chopped off.
So far, so good.
Lucky for you, I'm not a Zardi. Now scram.
How tall are you? You're really tall.
Leave me alone, boy.
You're a lot taller than my dad. Are you sure you're not a Zardi?
Yes.
You look a Zardi. Are you a soldier? Why aren't you in uniform? Are you secret police?
What? No. Run off before I lose my patience with you.
You sure look like one of them.
Oh, for the love of the goddess. What's your name, boy?
Bip.
Bip?
Yeah. So?
You should be with your mother, Bip. Not out on your own, thieving. Go home.
Can't. Ain't got one.
I'm sorry. You should still not...
They're not dead or anything. My parents. They were just sent to Guian.
The boy probably has no idea what happens on Guian. I shouldn't be the one to tell him. Guian. That's where the magicals are sent. They don't come back from there. But the boy must know this already. He must have seen it happening to others. To the prison colony.
Re-education camp. That's what my father said. They probably didn't listen very well in school when they were children. They'll be back when they've been properly re-educated.
No one comes back from the islands. Not magicals.
What do you mean?
I mean...
Are you saying they're going to stay there forever?
He's only a boy. But so was I when I became an orphan. No one protected me from the truth. They're not coming back.
But why? What will happen to them?
You shouldn't think of such things. Do you have no family here?
Not in Mercuria. They're all in the Southlands. What's going to happen to them?
They will be put to work. That's what the prison camps are for. To keep the magicals away from humans. To segregate them.
Segregate?
To keep magicals apart from humans. Forever.
You're lying.
I am not. Truly.
You're one of them. Why are you here? Are you going to take me and send me to be a segregated?
Segregated.
Two?
I'm not one of them.
Well, you sure look and sound like them.
I'm sorry about your parents, but I have things I need to do.
Are you with the Resistance?
Resistance? Well, of course not.
Because I overheard someone saying there's an Azadi in the Resistance now. And if you're Azadi, and you're here, and you have things to do, that sounds an awful lot like you're with the Resistance.
Keep your voice down, boy.
Don't worry. Everyone in Old Town supports the Resistance. Most everyone, anyway.
What do you mean by most everyone?
I mean that there are some who don't support the Resistance, some who sneak off to National Front assemblies, some who rat out rebels to the Azadi.
Do you know anyone like that?
No. Well, I don't know their faces, but I know where there's a National Front assembly tonight.
Show me.
What?
Show me where.
I get to go on a mission with you. That's so incredibly cool.
Calm down, boy. I just want you to tell me where it is.
How well do you know the city?
Well, not very.
Right, so I'll show you. Too complicated to tell you.
It's not safe.
For you? No. For me, I leave the ghetto all the time when it's dark. I know where to go, where the guards are posted, their patrol routes, everything. I'm like a rogue, one with the shadows, the veiled avenger. I'm an assassin.
Just show me the way, and then you're coming straight back here.
I'll just stay for a little while.
Straight back. Or I find someone else to take me.
Good luck with that. But fine, I'll come straight back. Are you ready? Can we go now?
There's no reason to delay this mission. Let's go.
Yes! Follow me!
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed.
We need to leave the ghetto.
How will you get past the guards?
I know a way. Meet me on the other side.
Wait, what?
The other side!
Did you hear the one about the magical and the pregnant pig? If you're a ghost, just leave me be.
See? Easy.
Goddess, save us. You're playing with your life, boy.
I don't need a goddess to save me. I'm very good at climbing. How did you escape the keep?
What? I didn't. How do you know about that?
Oh, everyone knows the Apostle escaped the keep on the night of his execution. There's even a puppet show about it.
Shadow take me. And why do you think I'm that Azadi?
Mysterious Apostle guy escapes the keep. Mysterious Azadi joins the Resistance a few days later. I may only be 10 years old, and I may have purple skin, but I'm nobody's fool.
Clearly. What else do you know about me?
Not much. This is it. This is where they have their meetings and speeches and stuff.
Are you sure?
Positive. Sometimes I listen in. They talk about magicals and about how we've ruined the world and taken everything from them. It makes me sad listening to that. I didn't know magicals were so bad. No wonder humans hate us.
We don't... Look, boy. Bip. Those people are not good people. You have done nothing wrong. You can't help the way you look or the color of your skin. How and where you've been born doesn't make you a bad person or less of a person. It just makes you you. It's what you do with your life that matters. Now, scram, get out of here. Go back and be careful.
But...
You promised. No arguments.
Fine, fine.
What?
A tip would be appreciated. In recognition of all my hard work.
You're really something. Here. Now run back, you little thief. Greetings, brother.
What? Who's there? Gods damn it. You gave me a right scare, mate. Where in the Seven Hills did you come from?
The shadows. Step aside, I'm late for the assembly.
Right, of course. Blood and land, brother.
We'll keep this simple. The obvious answer to blood and land is... The important thing is not what I say, but how I say it. I must appear forceful and show that I belong. Stand aside and let me through.
I just need the passphrase.
Come on, brother, you know me.
Nah, can't say as I do. And if you're not part of the family, you're not welcome here.
You people ought to be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you put this muck on my door? Just because I'm human, don't mean I'm interested in your speciesist propaganda. I've lived next door to Dolmari most of my life, and they've never once done me or mine any harm. Here's what I think of your so-called humanist rally. And your Honor Hillarist can go fuck himself. He's a traitor. You all are. When the Azadi finally pack up and leave, we will remember what you've done. Be sure of that.
Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and land.
We'll keep this simple. The obvious answer to... I'm not going to just keep guessing. Sooner or later, even this brainless fool will see through my veil and... My apologies. Wrong backyard assembly. Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and land.
We'll keep... Blood and land.
Yeah, all right. Wait, that's my line. What's the passphrase?
Blood and...
You don't belong here. This is a private gathering.
Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and land.
I'm not... My apologies. Wrong backyard assembly. It's been torn into 3 pieces. Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and land.
The honor and faith?
Honor and faith? That ain't right. You're not one of us. Have you even been to an assembly before? Go on, mate. Get out of here before I lose my patience with you.
A map of the southernmost parts of
What's
Mercuria.
going on in there? Them bad-mouthing magicals, like they're the problem. The magicals have always lived here. It's the Azadi who've upset the balance of things.
You ought to be more careful speaking ill of the Azadi. The walls have ears.
Oh, what are they going to do? Ship me off to one of their re-education camps? I'd like to see them try.
They might throw you in fright.
Excuse me.
Balance! Where did you come from, eh? I didn't even see ya. What do you want? I don't want no trouble.
That piece of paper you tore. Do you have the other half?
What piece of... The National Front flyer? Why? Who are you?
Someone who's on your side.
Well, I dunno. You sound Azadi to me. What do you want that flyer for?
Long story. I need it to find a traitor. A traitor to the rebel cause.
Oh, right. Well, if it means getting back at that National Front filth, then by all means. Take it. And Balance bless you for standing up to those bastards.
honor and humanity. It's the slogan it's a flyer for the national that must be the passphrase I need to get into the meeting. Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and land.
The pamphlet. I'm not going to just keep blood, land, honor and humanity.
Faith and family, brother. Go on through, mate. The meeting's already begun. If you haven't seen Mr. Illyris speak before, you're in for a proper treat. That man is an example to us all.
Brothers, sisters, cousins, brave, humble human folk. Welcome to this meeting of the National Front for Faith and Family. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity of your time. Thank you for braving these ill-lit occult courts in your tireless search for truth. Yes. Oh, yes. Despite the selfless work of our benefactors, the enemy lurks out there, in the shadows. It warms my heart to see you standing before me. Standing
I'm
up
too
for
far
what's
away to get a
good
real sense
and
of that
fair.
person. I'm too far
Glory,
away to get a real.
cousins.
I'm too far
Glory be
away to
upon
get a
you.
real sense of that
In
person.
the light of the goddess.
That
Yes.
man has a
Yes.
potent odor.
I spoke recently
must
with
be
our
we-
benefactors. I spoke
He
to
must be
them
wearing
about that
leather undergarments.
immigrant, the
They make an
magical-
unpleasant creaking noise.
Yes. Yes.
His left arm
I
keeps
spoke
twitching.
to them. I said,
He appears to have.
listen
I'm
to
too far
these
away to
humble,
get a
brave
real
folk,
sense of
your
that
cousins.
person. There's nothing unusual
Humans
about that person.
Brought to their knees.
There's
by
nothing
the
unusual
magical.
about that person.
Driven to bankruptcy. To
Nothing in
moral
particular stands out.
corruption. Simple, uncomplicated
There's nothing
men
unusual
and
about
women
that person.
led astray by the devilish,
He reeks of
demonic,
tobacco.
magical
An Azadir variant, unless my nose deceives.
necromancer.
Her posture is
I
odd.
said to them, I said,
It's almost like
we
he
need
smells of lavender
to make
oil.
a stand.
Maybe he's a
Now.
physician. Nothing in particular
Now.
stands out. Nothing in
need to
particular
rally
stands out.
Behind
She's humming
our
to herself.
benefactors,
It's a
behind
tune I
our
recognize.
own. And I said
Nothing
to
in
them,
particular
I said,
stands out.
what you need,
Honor
they
Hilaris.
need, what we
He leads
need,
this national. He
someone to
smells of
stand
lavender
up
oil.
and speak
Maybe
the
he's a
human
physician.
cause.
Goddess.
The
That
true
man has a
Mercurian.
odor. There's nothing unusual
Someone
about
not
that
afraid
person.
of the magical, and he's
There's nothing
flying
unusual about
tongues.
that person.
Yes, yes.
He must be wearing
You know me.
leather undergarments.
You know me. You know,
They make
I seek
her-
no fame or fortune. I seek only
Her
truth.
clothes smell strongly
I
of
seek
tar and
the
smoke.
light. I seek
There's
just-
nothing unusual about that person.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, it's important that we stand together. I speak I visit the tower often. I've even broken fast with our bastion of morality, Sami Raman. Now, no one says we have to abandon our gods. No. No, the light of the goddess is about acceptance, not disapproval. She smiles upon all good beings. Our common enemy is the filthy immigrant, the necromancer, the demon, the magical. That's what this is
Honor-
all about. It's about fighting
Honor Hilaris.
magical
He
infestation.
leads this national front
About
for faith and
which
family.
gods we do or do not worship. No. The Azadi are nothing if not open-minded. They'll never curtail your right to worship your gods of old. But of course, the goddess represents the truth and the
It's a
light.
flyer for the
She
National Front
symbolises the
meeting.
fight against the magical, that sorcerer. To embrace her light is to embrace humanity itself. Thank you again for coming. Thank you.
He leads this National Front for Faith and Family. While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly. It's a flyer for the National Front meeting. Honor Hilaris. He leads this National Front for Faith and Family. A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria. There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe. The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night.
After my shift's over.
If I'm quiet, their eyes glide off me, and I remain invisible to them. An Irhadian veil can be very effective. These men are getting tired of their posting here. We've been in Marcuria for a decade. Many of the foot soldiers don't see the point in staying and wish to return to their families. Liko mentioned that there's a plan in place to learn more about the tubes and the machines and to sabotage the network, but not today. While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly.
Goddess, I'm tired of standing here night after night with nothing happening. Sometimes I almost...
Next week, I get to leave my... So I heard someone. Anyone there?
I don't like this posting.
Where have you been? Where have you been?
At a National Front meeting, identifying your turncoat.
It takes a traitor to find a traitor. Think you can point him out for us?
I can.
Go on then, before we lose him.
Are you lost? There is maps everywhere. They should have... Oh, hello.
Do come again. Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves.
I've got eats from across the Northlands.
If I take a short nap standing up, will you cover for me? No? Oh, never mind.
The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night. Liko mentioned that there's a plan in place to learn more about the tubes and the machines and to sabotage the network, but not today.
Balance! Are you a ghost? Where in Shadow's name did you come from all of a sudden?
My table's always open, day and night. Nope. Oh, next time, maybe. I've got the magical medicines your body needs.
The mole's expecting you. You'll wait your turn in the back. Don't speak.
Merely an unfortunate side effect, Madam Mole. I don't expect...
Unfortunate side effect? Is lot more than unfortunate side effect. Is mud-riddled catastrophe is what is. Everyone in bar sleep. Everyone who drink wine close eyes and start snore. Not good for business.
Well, yes, we put too much of the poppy stem in the mix. I blame the...
Don't care. Responsibility on you. You cause disaster, you fix disaster. Poppy stem only to make wine more good, give spice, make more people buy wine. This make people not buy wine. This make people sleep and not drink any more wine. Make people buy other wine. This is bad thing, not good thing. Bad thing. So, you fix. How you will fix?
Oh, well, see, that's the problem. We've run out of poppy stem. It went into that one shipment.
Earth save us from you lot. Without poppy stem, our wine just wine. Nothing extra, no spice. Very well. You get Evensong from City Green. It grow there. Goat eat it. Goat love it. Goat get dizzy and fall over. Goat never know when enough is enough. Not same as poppy stem Evensong, but we'll do for now. Make wine more special again.
Thank you, madam. I'll...
Mix right amount next time. Not too little or no spice, and not too big, or everyone go sleep. And if everyone sleep, you sleep. You sleep long sleep. Final sleep.
Oh, right. God. Yes, I... Thank you, milady, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What are you doing, Azadi? Come out of shadow. Let me see you.
Is that? Maybe she wasn't informed of my visit. Maybe she has no idea I'm with the Resistance and believes that Shepard sent me.
Yes, I know who you work for, Azadi. The Samare, the Resistance. Old stone library with wet floor. Motley group of personality. Ripe with drama. Come on, do not waste my time. I don't have mud for brain. I need to know what you need so I can speak what I need. Is way of thing. Before I do favour, you do favour. This is how the mole work. Never the first, always the second.
The Resistance is already fighting the Azadi. Doesn't that count as doing you a favour?
But you are Azadi.
I am.
An apostle?
I was.
Meh. I'm not like human. Azadi, they are worst of lot. How I know Azadi not playing me? How I know you not playing me?
Goddess save us all. I am Kian Alvane. I was the apostle, but now I'm a rebel. I'm here to make my people leave the Northlands and return to Azadir, and to ensure our so-called leaders stand trial for their crimes.
I dunno. Smell like trap. But let us pretend you speak truth. What you want with the mole?
I was told you could help us with weapons and supplies.
Maybe the mole can help with weapon, maybe she cannot. But before this question answered, you help me with something. Scratch back.
Scratch?
He's just saying. Not want your oversized hand all over back. Favour for me. Favour for you in turn.
What do you need?
Need to intercept runner. Messenger who pass word between guard station and city. There is letter I need. You help Mole do this, Mole will consider your problem.
I can do that.
Good for you, apostle no more.
One condition. This runner. You will not hurt him.
I will not. Why not?
They use young men for runners. Boys. They have no battles, killed no rebels or magicals. They don't deserve to die.
They are still enemy.
I need your promise.
I promise. No one hurt your little runner. My man there will mark place on map where runner pass. From there you find place to take message from runner with no guard watching. Remember, no one must see. Very important this. You take letter from runner, we get letter from you, everyone goes separate way, everyone happy. When job done, talk to the mole again. The mole will be ready to talk business.
There's much to do before the night is over. I wonder what sort of magical this one is. What are you?
What I am, he asked. What I am? I am the mole.
That's not the name of your species.
My species, he say. The Azadi, always so tactful, always so sensitive. In my tongue that name be Banda Banta. It mean tiny folk who sing to earth and shape it, or something like this. His fancy way of saying we live in muck, know many song and dig deep tunnel. So we are mole, deep dweller, digger, mole with fancy name, who speak and sing and also magic. Except a Zardi come and put fire and smoke in Banda tunnel, and when Banda come out, a Zardi slaughter. Every one of us, man, woman, child, infant, no mole spared, except me. Except old woman, left me for dead. I am last of species, Azadi, last of people, last of Banda Banta, last of mole. I am the mole. And now you go and come back only when finished. Go. Shoo, leave. You know door, easy to find, still open.
My table's always open, day and night.
His breathing is heavy and wet.
Cured Elgin meat, pickled shrimp cheese, Eastbound.
Easy, pal! What's happening? Help! Help!
Midnight snack. Early breakfast.
Salves, ointments.
What are you doing here? You're not from Old Town.
My table's always open, day and night.
I have. Keep me in mind next time you're picking. All right.
Cured Elgin meat, pickled shrimp cheese. Tell your friends.
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs.
You ought to be careful walking around Old Town.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
The Magicals keep their heads high despite... It's hard to shake the feeling that it's wrong for Magicals to be walking around freely. But I'll have to get used to it.
I've got sorted.
I'm fighting for them now.
Sandwiches. I've got tape. Tell your friends.
Did you hear the one about the magical and the pregnant pig?
Watch your back in there.
No?
You can't trust the magicals.
It's hilarious. Always be...
A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria. While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly.
You do know that you're in the magic ghetto, right?
Magicals appear contained to Old Town, even though they're still permitted to move through other parts of the city.
Soothing salves, no potions or spells, I'm afraid. I used to sell all sorts of magic. Oh, next time, maybe. I've got the...
Are you an Azadi spy? You look like an Azadi.
Tell your friends.
Evening there. You hungry? I'm sure you don't want a nice lump of pickled cows, kidney.
My table's always open, day and night. My table's always open, day and night.
Far away as a deer.
Sandwicher here, ready to perform sandwiching to your...
Tasty morsels.
Are you a Zaddy?
Cheese, crispy. I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Of course, it's possible to place a special order. Oh, hello. I didn't see you. You're sort of... I used to sell all sorts of magical merchandise. Do come again. I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery. Exotic oils.
Tasty morsels. Something tied you over before tea. Midnight snack. Early breakfast.
And licensed. No sorcery.
Goddess, I'm tired of standing.
Who's there? Watch your back in there. You can't trust the magicals.
That might be on. Pardon me, mistress. I'm looking for the Stant widow.
I'm Gertie Stoned. Who are you?
I knew your husband. He was a brave man.
Knew him? How did you know him?
We met in Friar's Keep, mistress, on the night of his death. He saved my life. In return, I granted him death.
You granted... You killed my husband.
He was dying. They would have tortured him had they found him alive. He asked me to visit you, to tell you that he loves you.
Oh, don't talk to me of love. He helped you survive. You held my husband's life in your hands. And you killed him? You are despicable. Leave, before I call the City Watch on you.
Are you lost? There are city maps everywhere. They should help you find your way around.
That's the boy I'm supposed to intercept.
Balance! Are you a ghost? Where in Shadow's name did you come from all of a sudden? Don't you know...
I'm losing him. I must get closer.
Both of us being dolls.
There's this letter. It's important. Keep it safe and make it quick. I'll see that it's delivered, Dar. What do you want?
I need to stay closer to the runner, or I'll lose sight of him.
Let's see. Which way is it again? So hard to see anything in this light. Right, left. Left's right. Left.
It says Watcher's Court. The sign reads, Earthrin's Ascent. The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night. Watcher's Court. Earthrin's Ascent.
What are you doing out so late? Don't let the you're under arrest. In fact, I need to hurry home this instant.
Can I help you with anything?
The sign reads, Earthrin's Ascent.
Are you following me? Stop following me! Let's see. Wait, wasn't it left, not right? Look, I'm not in a guise, all right? But hey, signs never lie. Right ears. This don't look right.
Goddess. What a terrible waste. The mole will need to answer for this boy's death. A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria.
Balance! Are you a ghost? Where in Shadow's name did you come from all of a sudden?
soothing salves. I sell herbs. Sorry you couldn't find what you were looking for. My table's always open, day and night. My table's always open, day and night.
The Azadi return to get proverbial back scratched.
There's no need to antagonize the mole. If I want her to give us weapons, I must play by her rules, no matter how deceptive she may be. And my mission was to get the weapons, not to spare a runner's life. I thought we had an agreement.
There was agreement. I decided to change agreement.
Why?
Dead man can tell no secret.
A dead boy.
Who would be man? Make little difference when death come. It come regardless.
It matters to me. It matters to him.
As it matter to Banda mother watching Banda children murdered by Azadi?
If she... One death cannot compensate for another.
This is true, Azadi. Retribution may be counterproductive. But your people must also be made to suffer for their crime. They need to see the consequence of their action. They need to feel pain. And that man, that boy, he was in wrong place at wrong time. He's safer this way. He cannot run back and tell on us, or on you.
You talk about making my people suffer, but my people know nothing of what has transpired here in the Northlands. You can't lay this at the feet of all Azadi.
How do I make them see? How do I make them understand our loss? The Banda Banta are no more because of Azadi. I can gnash teeth and sharpen claw for many moon. It will not change truth. Your people will never mourn mine. But if I take life, make mother suffer the loss of child, make friend miss friend, husband miss wife, maybe then someone will think of mine. Maybe then someone will remember our loss.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
Perhaps not, Kian of the Azadi. But one can always hope. I may not honour that part of the arrangement, but I will honour most important part. Your resistance will get weapon. All the weapon I have to give. I still need some for my men. Sharpest sword, swiftest axe, strongest bow. But the rest go to your people. Not your people, Azadi. Your people rebel movement, otherwise would be silly.
Of course. Thank you.
My men will be in touch with your women, and also men. Leave now, Azadi. It's dark and late, and I will sleep. Sleep and dream of happier day in Burrow to the north, where laughter of children fill every tunnel. Dream of friend and of family, while I mourn them all.
night table's always open, day and night?
Cure down with meat.
After my shift's over, I think I'll head down to that. Who's there?
What can I get you, my good man?
I'm not here to drink. I have little faith in the quality. I'm not here to drink. Goddess knows I'm not a drinking man. I have little faith in the quality of... I'll take a cup of water.
Water? Why would you want to order that foul stuff? I'm afraid we serve no water here, da. Fish fucking that, you know. Here's your merry minstrel, da. Your friend. She's upstairs.
Friend?
Yes, your friend. She's been waiting. You don't want to keep a woman waiting for too long. Another beer, da?
No,
your friend is still waiting. Up. Stairs.
I should be getting home. Just one more for the road. A bit of dull Maori courage to help me get started. And then I'll head home.
Ah, finally. There you are. Sit. Please, I saved your seat.
Ulvik doesn't
Sit
have
down.
the most sophisticated or upscale clientele.
Smile.
I'm sure he's happy
We're old
about
friends,
that.
remember?
I don't remember that at all. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I'm not. I'm not with the Resistance, and I'm not Azadi.
If you're not with the Resistance and you're not Azadi, who are you working for?
I'm working for me, and I can either make your life easier or a lot worse.
This must be a mistake. The publican was clearly confused. This woman is not looking for me. She claims to be my friend and then she threatens me. Who in Shadow's name is this woman? If she's looking for me, I need to know why. She claims to be my friend and then... Who in Shadow's name... I will have your name.
You will have my name. So forceful, so like a caged animal. You're a popular man, Kian Havane. Apostle. Everyone wants a piece of you. I hear there's even a bounty on your head.
I'm afraid you've left me at a disadvantage.
I'll even the battlefield. I have as many names as I have friends. And enemies. Some call me Anna.
What do you want from me, Anna?
I like the emphasis. You're a clever boy. I want your assistance, but not right now. You're meeting someone. I'd hate to get in the way. I just wanted a chance to introduce myself, and now I have. So it's time to leave. Look me up sometime. You can find me at this table most evenings. If not, Ulvik can pass a message. Big man behind the bar. Wears an apron with a cock, a rooster, and a kitten on it. Can't miss him. Be seeing you, friend.
Wait. How did you see through my veil?
What?
You shouldn't be able to recognize me on sight. Unless you know me intimately.
I don't know what you're talking about. Be seeing you, Alvane.
The witch and the vicar had 6 shots of liquor and presently went for a walk. Come on, said the clergy.
Who was that?
What? Who? Where?
That woman. Who was she?
A mystery woman, huh? I don't know. I'm not a guy. I don't go looking at every woman who passes by. Liko?
Uh-huh.
Did you see a mystery woman?
No.
God, you need to get out more.
Is this place safe for the two of you?
What? Oh, you mean this. The face. The fur. This is a safe place.
But Azadi drink here.
Ulvik keeps it all under control. Also, magicals are still allowed passage in the city as long as they have valid passes and carry no weapons. Visibly.
You have passes?
Sure do, but
We shouldn't push our luck. It's time to go.
Yeah, that. Come on, Kian. You passed Liko's test. You're okay. We'll head back to HQ.
Test?
Oh, yeah. Liko?
I told you I would not trust you.
And now you do?
No. I merely distrust you a little less. But you did well. I won't kill you. Yet.
That's him being real friendly, you know. Hugs? No? Yeah, me neither. Okay, we really need to go. Come on. So what did your mystery woman look like?
She had long auburn hair and light freckled skin. She dressed like a ranger.
Of course she did. Your type, huh?
I don't really have a type.
Really? A guy like you, I thought you'd be super choosy.
I'm not... God. I've not had much time for women in my life.
Leaping leapers, are you joking? How old are you? Look at you, you're gorgeous. How did that come out of my mouth?
Leaping leapfurs?
Nope, just nope. You do like women though, right?
Shadow take me.
Not that there's anything wrong with, you know... In fact, I could have
That's
set you
quite
up
enough,
with... I don't know, this just happens. It's a sickness. I open my mouth and... Blah! It's really disturbing.
Passes. What are you doing out so late?
Drinking.
Dancing.
Just drinking.
Next time, go drinking inside the wall. We don't need your kind at our bars.
No, you're absolutely right. You really, really don't. Goodbye.
Dancing?
Right then and there, it felt like an appropriate answer.
Tell me again about this test.
I expected you to run straight to your mistresses, Alvani. You may be of some use to us. For a while. I will still kill you. Nothing you can do will ever repay your debt to my family and people.
Cheerful. Debt?
Never you mind, Zidling. This is between the Apostle and myself.
Zidling. Really? Really? You know I'm not actually a Zidling, right, Glumbum? I'm of age and I've already been with several
that
men—
That mouth thing again, Zidling.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Where is everyone?
In bed, I guess. It is late.
He's right. It's never this empty. Something's wrong. We should hurry. We need to keep moving. We don't know how many of them there are.
Come on, we need to get to the boat.
I don't see any more assassins, but we can't risk it. We need to leave, now.
Good catch, Kian. That was a good catch, wasn't it, Liko?
He survived. It was acceptable.
He's totally warming up to you.
Thank the gods of old our boat is still here.
Ladies first. That means you guys. You guys were the ladies. It was a joke. Fine, I'll go first.
I laughed. On the inside.
You would have exploded. I don't think your body can handle laughter, Liko.
I'm glad you're all back safely. How did it go?
Kian was awesome. He even saved our lives.
I would have caught the arrow.
Yeah, I know, but Kian did, and it was awesome!
Any news of the informer?
We brought him here for questioning.
Was that wise? He knows our location now.
That won't be a problem for long.
Maybe not for you, Liko, but it is a problem for me. We don't just execute our prisoners once we're done with them. How did the rest of your mission go?
Alvani followed our instructions. He completed his task to our satisfaction. The end result was adequate.
Hey, whoa. Don't get all mushy on us now, Liko.
I'm glad to see that the three of you can work together. While you were away, we received some news. Bob who can see?
Right you are, ma'am. As most of you know, the first of the 6 has been due to arrive in Mercuria for weeks now. Well, she's arrived. Their cloud ship docked with the tower not an hour ago. And she ain't alone.
The first is the Azadi's highest authority. Of course she won't travel alone.
Aye, there's that, but I'm not talking about bodyguards or handmaidens or the like. No. She's got some real interesting company. One General Hani alongside a Mother Utana.
What did you say?
Hami, General, Utana, Mother. Do you know them?
I do. They're with the first of the six.
So word has it.
How do you know this? Do you have eyes inside the tower?
Not inside, no. On the ground, here and there, close enough. Some tell secrets for money or to protect their own secrets. Some are sympathetic to the magicals. And some are unhappy with Saya and her lapdog Vamon.
They run the city still.
Word is, they're intimate.
A sister and a soldier. That's a capital crime.
Well, that, with Saya ruling the church and Vamon, the state here in Marcuria, there's not much anyone can do.
If anyone can, it will be General Hami and Mother Utana.
You know them well, then?
You knew. You knew they were coming. And you knew my history with them. That's why you freed me from...
Naane! Finally. What news from Myria?
Liko, Shepherd, the rebuilding progresses and... Alvane, you are on your feet again.
The traitor. What's that witch doing here? The traitor. She betrayed the resistance to save herself, and now she's come back. Don't they know who she is and what she's done? I must tell them before she flees. The traitor. What's that witch doing here? They must not know who she is and what she's done. If I tell them now she's dead, I must confront her in private.
They're all well. Rebuilding... apologies, Shepherd. I'm tired from my travels. I would like to retire to my quarters.
Of course. Let's speak tomorrow. That goes for all of us. The hour is late. We will reconvene after breakfast.
You knew they were coming. The General and the Mother. That's why you sent Captain Bakim to Friar's Keep. That's why you freed me.
Kian.
Liko was right. You're using me. All those words about being a symbol, about being important to the Resistance.
Does the one exclude the other? You are a symbol. You are a warrior. And now, you're a rebel. I knew they were coming, Utana and Hami. And I knew from our spies in Sardia that you were bound to them both. We saw an opportunity, and we sent Bakim to free you. You can see that we're desperate, Kian. Afraid, alone. Most humans have already given up, given in, become comfortable with this new world, with the Azadi. Many have forgotten about the magicals, or chosen to forget. They carry on their lives, even if we cannot. We few are all that remains of the Resistance. If we lose, all is lost. Our lives, our hopes, our entire future. Lost to darkness. I will do anything to save my people. Make terrible sacrifices, tell lies, anything. Wouldn't you, Kian? So yes, you are a tool. And you are a symbol. Our secret weapon. The key to our survival. It's been a long and tiring day. And there's still much I need to do. We can continue our conversation another day.
told you, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a collaborator. I'm not a spy. Why won't you believe me?
You were seen at the National Front meeting.
That's not possible. I wasn't there. He must have gotten me mixed up with someone else. By the balance and the gods of old, please, please believe me. I'm innocent.
I've been expecting you. Why did you protect me in there? Why not tell them what I did?
It was her portal that helped me escape the keep. She healed my wounds. Why did you save me?
Because you were sick. Because you needed me. Because without my help, you would have died.
Knowing I might tell everyone what you did.
That made no difference. The Resistance needs you. So I did my part.
You're still a traitor.
I did betray the Resistance. But before you decide what to do with me, will you hear me out?
Everyone deserves to be heard. Speak.
When I gave you the location of our base and betrayed April, I thought I was sacrificing one person to save everyone else. But many died because of my actions. This has haunted me. I have questioned my motives. Did I sell her out to save the shipment of food and medicines? Without it, many would have suffered. The old, the sickly, the children. Or did I betray the Resistance to save my own skin? I would have been executed by the Azadi. I truly don't know. Perhaps it was a little of both. Perhaps things are not so black and white. We can never truly know the consequences of our actions. If you keep my secret, I can continue to help. I am of real value to the Resistance, despite my crimes. Turn me in, and more will suffer. But justice, for what it's worth, will be served. It's your choice to make, Alvane, not mine. What is your decision? What will you do with me?
However she chooses to justify her betrayal, regardless of her importance to the Resistance, the others deserve to know. She's important to the Resistance. Without her, they will be even weaker. I must protect her secret. Whatever. I'll be watching you.
I promise you won't regret your decision. I will live to repent my sins and serve the Resistance. I'm in your debt, Alvane. Always and forever.
You saved my life, but I may still call on you one day to do something for me.
I'll be ready.
The first is on her way.
Has she mentioned him?
I don't think so. You do know she's brought General Harmy and that mother with her.
Utana, it means nothing. The General was due back in the Northlands.
What about the mother?
She's rumored to be next in line for the seat. She wants to be involved.
She was also the bleeding heart who practically raised Alvane. She sponsored his whole education.
Light. She could be a problem, but what can we do?
We make sure none of them know Kian is alive and with the Resistance.
Mistress, your presence here honors us.
Sister Sire, this is an impressive edifice. It appears your work here has borne fruit.
We believe so, Mistress. We welcome you to Malcuria and the Northlands. Anything you need, you let me know. Mother, I'm pleased to see you as well. To have the both of you here is a great honor.
Quite. The seat wants to know how the mission goes, how the Northlanders are handling the transition, and how many of them have chosen to embrace the light of the goddess.
We will speak of this, and much more. For now, we have prepared dinner for all of you. I hope you will join me.
Right. Well, I am starving. The food on those cloud ships.
General, I did not expect to see you back so soon.
Neither did I. What's this I hear about Kian?
Yes, what of the Apostle?
It pains me to inform you that Alvane died in a riot. He was detained under penalty of death until your visit, Mistress. Unfortunately, the rebels snuck their agents into the prison. They cut him down and burned his body.
Goddess, guide his immortal soul to the first mountain.
With every respect to you and your seat, Mother, Alvane was a traitor. He betrayed the cause and he...
May I remind you, sister, that the Apostle was never relieved of his title and should be addressed properly? And may I also remind you that without a proper trial and judgment by the first of the six, his so-called treason remains an accusation and nothing more. Now that he's no longer with us, we may never know the truth. But our people will not be told that the Apostle was a traitor.
Mother.
How did you say he died, Commander?
Stabbed during a riot. They burned his body, hopefully after he'd bled out. We weren't able to retake the prison until the next morning.
I will need to see the keep for myself, Commander, and interview the guards and prisoners.
Certainly. I shall make arrangements for you to visit in a couple of days.
Don't bother, Vamon. I'll go there tomorrow. You don't have to trouble yourself. I'm sure you have better things to do.
As you wish, Mir.
How is the engine progressing?
The engineers are working day and night to connect the tubes. We expect to be able to switch it on according to schedule.
Good. I have brought the final instructions from Sadir. The architect will send any remaining modifications by cloud ship. And when the Prophet returns, he will inspect the engine before we switch it on.
Have you not spoken with him?
Not for many months, but he will be here when our goddess-given task is complete. Only he will know how to bring it to life and to interpret the messages from the engine.
Of course. Please, will the two of you accompany me to the dinner table? I'm sure the kitchen is worried the food will turn cold before we are seated. General, Commander.
Until tomorrow, sister. Mother? My lady? Vamon, if you'll dine with me in my quarters?
Of course, Mia.
Tell me again what happened at the keep.
Hello?
You were there. Ixul Panax Brekal. We met.
Is that a man?
Have we...
It doesn't look
Have we
human.
met before?
We will. We are meeting now. Venari Abnaxus it al. I am Abnaxus of the Venar.
Oh, hi, I'm Zoe of, the humans. Who's that?
He will be Ular Pala, chief of the Ular. Those who remained, children of the Purple Mountains.
Okay. This is a dream, right?
It was. You dreamed of things elsewhere. Of Abnaxus who was, and who will soon have passed beyond the veil and into the great forgetfulness. In the dream, I will speak of the time that has flowed, and the time that will still flow. But outside the dream. I will be sick. I was like a petrified tree in the middle of a river, frozen in this moment, while time parts around me.
I think he said his name is Abnaxus. So why am I having this dream?
You were needed. Achik aksik nabe ajna achik aksik. The first dreamer needs you.
The first dreamer? How did he get over there so quickly? There's some sort of doorway into the mountain.
This one is also sick. This one is dying. Lux Kamel.
What does that mean?
This one's name is Lux. This one is the first
I can't tell if
dreamer.
it's a boy or a girl.
This one
But she
is
or
like
he
you.
is beautiful.
Like your sister. Like those who did dream and shaped reality.
Another dreamer. Wait, that wasn't real. That was just another dream.
Yes. And also much more. We needed you to come. You came. You will come here to help Lux. Everything depends on this. Everything that was, is, and will be. If this one ends, everything ends. All of time.
Someone else told me the same thing. What does it mean?
This one is the first dreamer. This one dreams. And the dream is the universe. When the dream ends...
What's happening? Where are you going? Hey! Hey, come back! Tell me what's going on!
Zoe? Zoe? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. I was just dreaming.
You were crying out in your sleep. Nightmare? Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, it was, and, no. I don't. What time is it?
Time for me to leave and for you to start getting ready for your doctor's appointment.
Oh, I want to sleep.
Yeah, well, too bad. See you later?
Sure. I'll stop by the office when I'm done.
Okay. Love you.
Me too. Much as I'd like to go out dressed in nothing but my knickers, I think I'll get dressed. Do I have to pee? No, I don't have to pee. Not now. Tonight. Definitely tonight. Time to roll up my shirt sleeves and get my shit together. After the Euro premiere, of course. I can't miss that. Not now. Tonight. Definitely tonight. Time. Do I have to pee? No, I don't have to pee.
Citizen, halt. Where are you going?
Why?
Answer the question or you will be detained.
I have an appointment.
The streets are unsafe. Return to your home or business to conduct your appointment remotely.
I'm seeing my doctor.
What is the name and business location of your doctor?
As far as I know, the Eye has no right to interrogate me. Not unless they arrest me first. They have no right to ask for that information, but... Dr. Roman Zelenka. His office is in Seshadri Tower.
You are Zoe Meyer Castillo, a resident of Sun and Shine Plaza Terraces by OCG.
Are you asking me a question?
Stay off the streets, Miss Castillo. It's for your own protection.
Sure it is.
Proceed.
Crowbar's here to help you find your way in ProPass. I'm a rootin' tootin' six crowboy here. I'm one rootin' tootin' six barrel shootin' crow cowboy.
Rez's office is down by Prista Vista, the old river docks, right behind the collapse. Rez's office is down by Prista Vista. The Uminska camp. Rez's office is down by the Uminska campaign headquarters. I'm going to Seshadri Tower.
The tallest tower in all of ProPass. That'd be right here, sweetheart. It was a pleasure serving you this fine day, miss.
They're shutting down entire streets now.
Dominion. Please keep your head down and your eyes forward.
So you don't have to. Help us help you. Stay inside and comply with all our directives.
Stay safe. Stay
Stand up
inside.
against our corporate overlords.
To Dreamtime from...